What's up, everybody? Today's episode is going to be very, very touchy. It's about age difference. You know your mama don't like him because he's older. You know your mama think he a pedophile. So what do you think, guys? Let's talk to him. Hit that motherfucking intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite fucking podcast. You know who it is. You know how we do. We back, we better, and we ready. It's your boy JG.
Edwin Sarti.
Jafet.
Honestly, we want to say thank you first and foremost before anything else. The support we get is crazy. It's a trip. We don't deserve it, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
Actually, yeah, speaking of support, I just realized, I just checked it 2 days ago. 400,000 views.
For real?
400,000
Hey,
views.
thank
Almost
you.
500,000. I'll take it. Almost
hey,
half
what's
a million.
up? Hey, everybody, don't forget, if you haven't already,
Take our autograph
like-
before we get famous. So if you know Jesse, swing by, get an autograph, get a shirt, get a hat, something.
hey,
A
Jafet's going to be
fan
making
club.
his...
They get the, yeah.
We're going to have people wearing Jafet's hats. Honestly, we want to give a shout out
What
to
is
his
it,
hat. His
Kill
hat's
Ram?
fucking sick. It's his
Appreciate that.
fucking
Sponsored by
director,
Kill Ram.
cinematography at Alias.
Yup.
And we fuck with it. But honestly, we fuck with you guys heavy.
Hell yeah.
If you guys haven't done so already, please like, share, subscribe, add us, unfollow us, and follow us again.
Mhm.
Whatever you need to do.
Keep
Whatever you
DMing
gotta
us, man.
Yeah,
Don't
keep
forget
DMing.
about your boys. We here. And today, what are we going to talk about, Edwin?
All right, so just like Jesse said, today we're going to get into talking about age differences, especially amongst the men, we're going to talk more into that area. We're going to kind of do some twists and turns here because we are going to talk about dating in a
It's
sense.
because it's a debatable topic,
Yeah,
I feel.
it's definitely a debatable topic, but we're going to
Yeah.
go talking about the pros and cons of dating somebody who's older, younger, just kind of our experiences with that as well. And you guys are going to see like kind of an insight of what we've been through when it comes to
And
dating.
what we've seen, because I've seen a couple
what we've
shit.
seen.
Yeah.
Because I know that lately, we've for some reason, I think it's like people think that it's bad to like date somebody who's older, and I mean, some of the backlashes could be understandable, and I think people just have to understand that person before we go any
I
further.
think the main stigma is like, obviously, if it's a much older person and someone who's underage, that's for sure a fucking red flag right there, and that's
Yeah.
a crime, bro. So
some
that's
people call
out the
that
window.
pedophile,
But-
which is weird.
But what?
Nah.
Why isn't it so frowned upon when a guy has an older girl?
I think maybe because I think that the man's supposed to be the pants of the relationship. Maybe that's the stigma, and maybe like a guy should take care of the female. I think that's what people think. I think.
But what if he does?
Huh?
What
No,
if-
I
what
mean
if that
it
little
doesn't
youngin'
matter. I mean,
does?
for us, obviously, we don't care. But I think for
Mm.
people out there, they just think that like it's bad to have an older woman take care of you.
So society be tripping.
Society, yeah. Because I've dated somebody who's older than me.
Yeah.
Like, I
How'd
think-
that go?
It was good.
What'd your mama say?
She never knew.
Oh, of course. There you
Hey,
go.
Edwin.
Why not?
How'd you do it, bro? I'm trying to land me a sugar mama. If anyone out there listening and you're pretty well off, hit me up.
You'll suck your
No,
toes.
it was weird how
Oh,
we
yeah.
met because the first person I dated, I think we were the first older person that I dated. I think we were 9 or 10 years apart.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
we were
that old school Mexican.
Yeah.
love right
Damn,
there.
dude.
And I was 18 actually at the time. I was 18, and I remember because I accidentally called this lady like a mother or something like that, and like the child was like 11 years old, but turns out that the lady was like the aunt picking them up, and then she got mad saying that,
Ooh.
oh, like I'm like
She got offended.
she got offended. She's like, I'm not that old, and I'm like, no, like I apologize, like, and I was like, I
Yeah,
just
that's-
thought that you were the mom because you come every day for her. That was just my pre-assumption.
Yeah.
So then eventually she's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I just said, oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
Eventually
what
started
sparked
talking.
everything.
She saw how genuine I was, and we just started dating after that. After that, I was the other person's uncle.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know what's funny though? That like I feel like it's really frowned upon like in our generation and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But my parents aren't the same age.
They aren't at the same age?
Nah.
How
I think my dad's like 4 years older than my mom.
4 years older?
Yeah,
my
Yeah,
son's
right.
too
Like,
bad.
like if you really think about it, like there's a lot of couples that aren't the same age.
No, I mean,
I've never met one that's the same age.
me and my girlfriend were 4 years apart.
Well,
Hey, I'm
4
just
years
gonna
apart.
say it all depends when you guys met. If you're like fucking let's say you're in your 20s and they're still like graduating high school, that's straight up pedophilia. That's predatory as fuck. I don't care what anyone says, bro. Date someone who's legal.
What's the rule? It's like somebody has to be like half your age plus 7, something like that. I
Like,
think there's that rule of like, oh, if
I
you're
never heard of
50, what's the lowest you can date? And I think that they say like half your age plus
32?
because something like
That's
that.
18 years apart, bro.
Hey, you'd be surprised, bro. You know how many you know how many celebrities, or some of them are like 30 years apart. I think the what are the twins, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen? I think like them. I think they're like 10 years apart, 20 years apart of their spouses. Somebody look it up. Somebody in the comments look it up. But I know that they have a big age difference.
Adam Sandler and his girl have a age difference, I think, too, no?
Do they? I don't know.
If I'm not tripping.
But yeah. But I mean, you know, the thing is that like when it comes to the backlash of it, there's going to be a lot of backlash, especially for men, because I feel like men, I don't know, they get it.
Like older men dating younger girls?
Yeah. I mean, I guess guys do it mainly because they just want to feel younger. I think technically it's actually proven that if a guy dates a younger person, they tend to last longer. So I heard.
I don't know. I don't know what you've been hearing, G.
I mean,
I don't know, bro.
But I mean, some of the bad things, and then eventually we're going to talk about the good things that happen, the good things about dating somebody that's older. But so one things that I know that people talk about is the sexual activity. Like when you're older.
Oh, okay.
It's getting juicy.
It's getting juicy. So like, let's say a 40-year-old wants to date a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like energy drive that a 20-year-old has is not the same that a 40-year-old has.
What if that 40-year-old's fit, G?
Hey, I mean, like
what
I said,
what if that fool deadlifts, does little hip thrusts?
Realistically, not a lot of men are like that. Not a lot of men are worried about their health.
True.
Think about it. Here in the U.S., like I think, 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 is overweight.
Oh, shit.
Some shit like that.
And then the diets too.
The
have
diets?
a lot to do with the sexual appetite.
Yeah, because I'm assuming that like at the age of 40, your diet's way different than a 20-year-old. You know, it's like at that point you have to worry about getting your vitamins,
your veggies,
getting your veggies,
your cholesterol.
Yeah, your cholesterol. Compared to a 20-year-old, like you can have beer, chocolate, and everything all day, and you're fine the next day.
They're just worried about the next meal and the next nut.
Exactly. So I think that's just one of the other things.
So just like the sexual drive, or what? What about kids? What about when they have kids?
That's another issue too.
Like a 40-year-old getting a 28, like a 25-year-old.
Think about it. If he goes to college, motherfucker's gonna be 60.
Hey, fool, you gonna see him graduate? Nah, I mean, it depends. It really just depends.
But like I said, it's like if you're a guy and you're trying to think about like, should I date somebody younger? Obviously, it comes down to how you take care of yourself, how you kind of just, I don't know, like.
I don't know.
It really boils down to that.
I feel like it's satisfying your partner, not just sexually. I mean, like that's a big fucking category, no doubt.
Yeah.
But satisfying your partner.
What if that partner doesn't want sex? She don't give a fuck about sex.
Oh, well, then lucky him. But then again, it boils down. Does he want sex?
Yeah.
Is he willing to pop a Viagra every day?
The Rhino 30K or what?
The 70
Them gas station pills.
Yes, sir.
They do. And I feel like I think there's this thing that I think people need to understand too, that ladies, if you're out there and you want to date somebody who's older, there might be some cons. You know, something like be expected to be like coached.
That fool's gonna have a different life.
That one has a whole different lifestyle. So
that fool's gonna have another life, like apart with his wife and his kids and shit.
Oh, what?
Like, you know those movies and shit.
The side piece.
The side piece. You're the side piece girl.
No, maybe not the side piece, but for sure maybe like a previous divorce.
Yeah.
I think that's really popular.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What about I feel like we should just bring girls in here and just ask them about it, because to me it's just like, dog, like, are you gonna be 25 and then meet someone that's older, let's say in like their 30s, and already has like 2-3 kids? Like,
there's nothing wrong with that. I did it.
Well, what if that person like was close in age range to the kids? You don't think it'd be weird?
You mean like dating a 4-year-old and then you're freaking 25 and their kids are 25?
Yeah, shit like that.
Oh, well,
you know what I'm trying to tell you? Like, I would just wonder that shit. Like,
I mean, I would assume that everybody wouldn't care. I think everybody would just mind their own business. I think the 25-year-olds would just wouldn't care, and I think you ultimately wouldn't care.
Where's the respect?
Oh, fuck the respect.
There you go.
If they get along.
Because I mean, at that point, it's like if they were like under 18, it makes sense if feelings were involved. But I think once you're post 18, I don't think He's like, oh, my mom, whatever, she's dating a 25-year-old. That's her phase, you know. And then, how is it a grown man gonna tell a grown man anything? So I think that that conversation's just won't
Nah,
last.
but I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Do you respect the backlash? Or are you against the backlash for older guys dating younger women?
I don't
Coming
care.
from a guy that's dating a younger woman, not to put you on blast or anything, but I'm saying, do you get have you had backlash, Edwin?
Yeah,
Talk to these folks.
If you
I've
don't
had-
mind me
What's up?
asking, what's the age difference? You said 4?
4 years, yeah.
Well, I mean, but you guys are still like in your 20s, both of y'all.
Yeah, we're in our 20s, but I do get a lot of back. I did get it a lot in the beginning.
What would they say?
They just said that I look way too older for her. Because I mean, if you look at her, yeah, my
Yeah,
girlfriend looks
you
like
look
she's
30.
16, bro, and
Yeah.
I look like I'm 30. You know, receding hairline and everything, like boom, like I look like I'm 30.
You look like her uncle. I'm
And
fucking
And that's the thing though. Actually, so I think somebody said some comment like
Yeah.
that, and I laughed it off because I was just like, I just don't care.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
just-
I know what you mean.
I mean, because at that point, it's just a bunch of kids.
What's
that
the
are
worst
age
shit
group.
you heard though?
Hmm?
What's the worst shit they told
Yeah,
you?
like I look like her dad or something.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
How did you react to that?
I laughed it off.
For real?
Because-
Did any of it hurt you though?
No, it really doesn't.
Nah, you don't look that old, bro. Like, I just met his partner.
I think it's because my girl was so pretty that they were just trying to say something bad to make them look good and possibly have
Yeah.
like them try to take her on. Like,
Maybe,
good luck.
maybe they just don't think you're as pretty as her. That's
Okay,
it.
I don't give a damn. She's still here with me. She lives with me.
Hey,
Everybody else is, checking out her stories.
yeah. Oh,
So I'm not too worried about it.
Confidence.
loving
man.
that
I love
confidence,
it.
Babaj. That's right. No, because I think, I mean, I'm pretty sure every guy gets it if he's dating someone
Yeah.
younger,
But
especially
I mean,
in Hispanic households.
yeah,
I feel like that's where they receive the most backlash and the most shit talking upon them.
maybe. I mean, but at the same time, it's like I feel like yes and no. And the only reason why I would say that they would allow maybe somebody to be older is because a lot of families like to have kids young.
True.
Because I know that like women have this biological clock that like, you know what? Oh, I gotta have kids now. But like,
Biological.
yeah,
clock.
I mean, you've heard of that. Like, it's like I gotta have kids before I'm 23. I gotta be married. Like, what is that thing where like, oh, I have to be married at 21. Have
Before
kids
they're
at
30.
22,
That's the
buy a
big
house
one.
at 23. Like, look at us now. We're 25 and we're still
I feel
single.
like that's a generational thing now. It doesn't
Yeah.
apply to us anymore. Shit's fucked
Especially in
up.
California,
That's
living in
what I'm saying.
California, you have to be like married at 30, have kids at 40,
If
and
you
be
wanna
financially
be
ready
married.
at 80.
But this is my now. Let me ask you guys this: Is there a big difference if the guy who's older is broke or if he has money?
That's a big difference.
Ooh, why
Yes.
though? Why the
You have
fuck?
so many years of experience in life, and how are you not gonna find out how to take care of your money? That's just dumb.
Experience.
Like, I mean, I'm me at 27 years old. Like, I'm trying to break at least $100,000 this year. So it's like, how does somebody who's like 30, 40 years old doesn't
Yeah,
already know how to
true.
make
I guess
50,000?
But wouldn't that just be like? What if he was a genuine good ass guy and just didn't? He
Life.
just enjoyed
Well,
what
I
he
think
did.
everybody has their preference.
That's what I'm saying.
Some
I'm only
girls don't
asking you
like the
because
flashy
I feel
stuff.
like
They
you're
don't.
you're leaning more towards like no, they have to have money if they're older.
It all depends on.
Do you
his
feel like that's
personal
gonna
philosophy.
yeah, like do you feel like that's
Yeah.
just more important? Like that's the main thing.
I don't think that's the main thing.
talking topic.
But
Or
I think
like-
it's just if you're an older person and is dating a younger person, kind of
Like you'd have to take care of her.
you have to take care of them to like and naturally you just have to because somebody who's 20 years old doesn't know what credit means. You know, they're not experienced with what a home loan is. They're not experienced with what a car payment is, what a car loan means. So you just naturally have to take care of those responsibilities for a minute. And I think that's one of the cons, I guess you can say.
That's a big
Is that,
con
like,
because
you're
that's like a
kinda-
fathering type
'Cause, yeah,
shit.
you become a father in a way, and you're coaching your significant
that's
other
what
at the
I'm
same
saying.
time. Because even now, like I'm not gonna lie, I do it now. Like my girlfriend, like eventually, like we want to buy a home. You know, our goal is to buy a home in a few years, and then I
She
told her,
must.
build your
Does
credit
she know
now.
a lot? Does she
Or
know
she
a
don't
lot
know
about
a
it?
lot.
Okay, now
She
she
knows.
does.
And that's
You-
the thing
you
that, is
taught her?
that I've been blessed because she's been wanting to learn that.
Ooh.
So she's like, like honestly, I don't get it. At first, I was confused, but now I get it. And now her
Makes
credit's
sense.
like, it's pretty high. It was like in the 720 or something like that. So she has good
Nice.
credit now.
Good job, dude.
Within
bro.
within less than a year, it's really good.
That's solid.
Sweet. Shout out
Yeah,
to
so-
Sam. Hey,
Yeah.
don't go buy a car.
Don't do it.
She's gonna
Don't
do
do
it
that shit. Nah, I just feel like what you're saying it, like taking care of them is respectable. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's Mando. I feel like every guy should. You know,
Yeah, I just
Well-
feel like,
wouldn't that give you the upper hand to control them?
and that's the thing though. That's the scary part though.
Ooh.
How do you walk that
Because-
line?
Ooh.
I-
How do you differentiate?
Well, that's easy because I feel like the important thing you have to understand is that before you date that person you want to be with, You have to know them at the point where, like, are they the type of person that wants to learn all the time? Because if they don't want to learn, then that's when the controlling factor kicks in. But if they're like my girlfriend, where she wants to learn about credit, she wants to learn about what it takes to take out a car loan, all those things, it wouldn't seem as controlling. It's just me passing on knowledge, and I think that's the important thing. It's just
Fuck with
passing on
that.
knowledge.
But
You
I have
don't
a
make her feel dumb.
Man, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't make her feel dumb.
But my question is, what if Sam didn't want to learn that? So you wouldn't be with her?
I probably that would.
That's my point, because you know how you're saying.
Well, the thing is that, like, again, going back to what I was saying, is that this is why I make sure I was like, hey, the person I want to date is thinking
is that person
is mentally
that type of
person.
Okay.
Some people just hop into relationships thinking, oh, they're a good person at heart. Okay, but what about when it comes to finances? What about when it comes to, like,
Kids.
taking care of each other, kids down the line? Is that something that is going to be an issue?
So Edwin's advocating for a long interview process before you guys actually
Yeah,
called
Ed-
friendship. Be friends.
Edwin's
before.
low key known as the FBI, motherfucker. Investigates.
I've always said, like, you know what? Even though you guys are clique, I do recommend people dating at least 6 months. That's just
Yeah.
I know. I know for some
How
people.
long
like,
did you
oh,
date?
huh?
Fool, weren't you the one
We
that
dated
said you
for, like-
fucking got a girlfriend 3 days after a breakup or some shit?
Yeah, and then how did that work out?
It didn't.
Went to shit.
Yeah.
Ain't my point exactly. You're making my
I
statement
know.
stronger.
Well, I'm just saying. Fool, you cracked me up.
Yeah, I know. I mean, but you live and learn. That's the point of it.
Yeah, that's true. No, but like, do you ever get jealous? I'm
get
gonna
jealous?
just ask you a serious ass question. You ever get jealous?
I don't,
Nah, why?
because it's like before I used to get jealous all the time because I wasn't mentally ready. Because before it's like, again, like now. I mean, I talked to you not that long ago.
Yeah, wait, sorry, quick question. Sorry to cut you off. Were you older than all your girls, or is this the only girl you've been older than?
She's the only.
The youngest one?
Dated.
Yeah?
Every
She's the
other girl
youngest?
I've dated was older.
Than you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So that you think that's why you were jealous, because you were younger than your
Yeah,
ex
because I
girlfriend?
felt like, it's like, oh, like we have all these guys that are older and more successful. So it's like I felt that they were gonna take
They're gonna take it away from you.
away from me. And then it's not that like I feel the same now, like in their shoes, where like I feel like, okay, it's just like now, like I just feel like I bring so much to the table. I'm well put. I'm financially well to the point where like I could take care of myself, and then if she's gone, she's gone. If she's with me, then she's with me. Like,
Quick
either way,
question though.
cool.
Would you feel that way if you're dating someone that's older?
What do you mean?
Like someone, like let's say you're dating someone like 4 years older than you. Would you
Uh-huh.
still have all that confidence?
With the stuff that I have now, how I carried myself, because everything that
Present
I have.
Edwin. 2020.
Present Edwin? No, I would not be jealous.
No?
No.
Okay. Only reason I ask is I feel like older guys won't get jealous because they've already lived life, and like you're saying, they have a lot to
Yeah, it's true.
going for themselves, to prove for themselves, everything. You know.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, what
the only
about you,
reason I
Jay? You've been quiet for a little minute.
I'm
Come
like
on,
taking
fool.
it all in because like I said, I don't have too much experience with dating, but
Have you dated like older, younger women
the
most
only
of your life?
like
Or
real
you got a mix?
relationship I have been in, she was like a few months younger than I was, so it doesn't really count too much. And then like little flings, it's been all younger, but I really want to experience someone older just to like see what knowledge they can pass on to me too. And, like,
Hey, bro, you want to see the freaky side of shit, huh? I know
Yeah.
you do, Jeff.
and then like honestly, like at work and shit, I've always clicked well with like older women. Like we
You're
always
mature,
hit it
bro.
off.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're very, very mature, dude.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like I just feel like we vibe a lot. I don't know. I want to experience it just to see what it's like. Because I haven't had that experience, so I really want it.
Any
I have
sugar
a
mamas
question.
out there? My boy Jafet ready. Let him know.
not right now.
Oh, no, not yet? Okay,
Not
give him
yet,
some
not
time.
yet.
I have a question then for you,
Yeah.
Jay. So, how old are you again?
24.
You're 24.
Yeah.
Let's say next week,
Mm.
with this beautiful message, a cougar comes up and you're like, "Hey, Jay, what
What's
that Jay
up,
do?"
daddy?
You know what? And then she's 10 years older.
Okay.
Now, obviously, like I've mentioned before, women have this biological clock where they want to have kids at certain times,
don't-
whatever. And you wouldn't
I don't
want
want
to
kids.
accommodate. You don't want kids.
I don't want kids.
What if she really wanted kids?
Oh, yeah, Jafet's against him.
Well, then we can have our fun, but when she wants those kids, she's going to have to look for somebody else.
Really?
Okay, question,
Okay.
Jafet.
Yo.
Question. What if she was like, all right, can someone else get me pregnant, me and you stay together?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have no problems with kids, you just don't want kids of your own?
I can help. Like, it
He's like, I don't want
depends on
that
the
responsibility.
relationship. Like,
Okay, you're going to be a stepdaddy.
I can help her like with certain. I don't know. Like that's why like I'm struggling. Like that's why I said not now because
Okay.
I'm not ready to be there.
So you're
as a
like
consistent-
You're not
really
ready to
don't want
fully
kids.
give yourself up for that.
Yeah.
No. What was your?
So you really don't want kids right now, or just in general?
I'm like 90% sure, 95% sure I want kids ever.
Really?
Yeah, he's told me that. I
Wow.
co-sign that.
Oh,
My
shit.
boys talk to me about that.
All right.
Yeah.
It's all
So
good.
that's why like.
Bro, I want a gang. I want a soccer team, bro.
Hey, dude.
I want my goalkeeper over there. I want my forwards over there. My defense in the back.
I used to
Okay.
want like a full soccer team, like full field. But
Yeah.
since I started getting older, I'm indoor soccer's cool for me.
Five.
Of my
Five
five
is
players, that's all I need. 6, if anything, with
With
my
the
sub.
goalie.
Nah, with the sub.
It's a lot of responsibility, bro.
Kids are tough, dude.
Like
They are.
honestly, like I had to ask myself that when I was in a previous relationship. I was just like, honestly, bro, like I can't be that guy. I don't know if I'll ever be that guy. So yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, honestly, I think my whole life, I think I'd be a better uncle than I'd be a better dad.
Yep.
Maybe
Yeah, I
even a
believe that.
padrino at most. I'd be a good ass
Yeah.
padrino, no cap.
I feel like, yeah, like I said, it's like that is it's a big issue. Like, because I mean, there's a lot of people that are older or younger, and then sometimes you have to understand that aspect too. Is that when you're dating somebody, is like, how was the hey, do you want kids conversation?
Yeah, but even then, like, if you're gonna be dating someone, I think those are big topics to talk about in the
Nowadays.
beginning before
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
else.
But you
know?
also have to think about it as like, it's hard to talk about that conversation like right away. Like for
Nah.
somebody who was like my
Nah.
age at 23, 22, it's like we're living life right now. Like why would we want kids? But
That's a
somebody. I
Then,
feel like
then you guys should be fucking with each other.
Yeah, that's a mistake I made, bro. We
Yeah.
didn't really like. I mean, it was different because we were super young. But like now, when I'm like starting to go on like little dates here and there, talking to people, I'm just like really like having like it's not really like a checklist, but it's kind of like certain things I ask just to see where they're at, see if we fuck with each other's mentality and philosophy on life.
yeah.
And if we don't, then I just let that go. Or like
It's a different type of click.
yeah,
Because I mean, at that age, where whether you're 10 years apart, whether you're 20 years apart, having kids is like has a toll on your overall energy. I've seen 23-year-olds that are exhausted. I can't imagine when you're 33. So it's like those
But
are
maybe when they're 33, they won't have it that hard because that kid's already gonna be old.
But then what if you're 33 and
You have more.
you're 20? Interesting.
yeah,
All right. I mean, we've been talking about the cons, but we need to start talking about like what are the good stuff. Obviously, we've been like just trying to teach each other a lot of stuff, and I think that's another thing.
I mean, I think it's just because it's a broad ass subject,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of questions that you ask. Like I'm pretty sure I have a lot of questions I can still ask.
What do you
And-
think that's something that's a cool thing about dating somebody who's older?
I mean, you don't have to put up with this like the little boy shit. I guess you could say.
Oh, yeah, the games stop.
The
dude.
games,
For
yeah,
sure,
like,
the games
Especially
stop.
for like the young people that are fucking trying to have something serious already. Dating someone older can be beneficial because they're like, yo, dude, I'm not about that like different type of love,
Yeah.
I think back to financials. It's like since you're, it's like you're
Hustlers.
older. Yeah, you have more time to have accumulated wealth. You have more knowledge, like you said. So I think that's a big plus. But
Yeah,
I mean,
because that's information you can pass on. Like knowledge is key. Like
Yeah.
I wish everybody would date an older person, just so they can know what I'm talking about. Like simple things like learning credit.
So like when people tell you like, oh, you've never been there, like, oh, I gotta take you type of thing. Cause
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
yeah, I fucking
Putting
You
love
never
you
been
on.
on a helicopter?
Putting you
Oh, I
on.
got you.
I love like
Hey, dog. I just had the craziest deja vu of my life, bro.
Did you?
I put it
With the
down.
boys.
Hey, bro, that's a trip, bro. The way my life's been going, G, that's a fucking sign from God. I'm on the right
honestly,
path.
dude.
Or you're that high.
Nah, bro.
He's high, yo.
Hey,
Nah, I'm
weed is
high,
just-
but nah, fool. There's deja vu that you just can never like forget, G.
I fuck with that. Like I've had some crazy ass. We're going off topic, but
Yeah.
deja vu and some crazy ass.
Yeah, my
dreams.
bad. I didn't mean to like sidetrack. No, but it was just a trip, bro. My bad.
Yeah, but honestly, like weed does help you connect with something outside of this whatever the fuck we're in right
Realm.
now. Yeah,
We'll just say realm for lack of
Yeah.
better words.
Yeah, nah, but
yeah.
I
But-
think just all that. Like, I think that's a good thing.
even
else, Jesse?
even that, bro.
It's just like putting people when people put you on. Like, I like being put on because like, all right, you're teaching me like how you were saying, So it's pretty cool. Like, hey, you've never been there. Like, oh, you try this. Like, you get more information. They put you on. I think
we'll
that's
take
the
you
best
to
way
new
to do it.
spots to eat
Yeah.
or like road
Every
trips.
single
Trying new
relationship-
things.
You always try new foods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
That's
what
how
I was
you
like,
get
yeah.
fatter.
That's
Like,
hella
oh, you never
true.
tried this type of food? Oh, we gotta go, and then they take you. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's how it was.
it's cool.
Yeah, I just tried vegan like shit for the
That's
first
just
time
fire.
forever.
I started trying vegan food, and this is on point. Because you be learning shit too. I'm like, God damn, I was like, I didn't even know about this. Why did my older exes tell me
Like,
about
what
this?
the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else is the pro?
I think he touched on it earlier. Like jealousy takes like a step back.
Yeah,
That's
what I was leaning towards because I don't feel like, I mean, as an older guy, like you said, I mean, I don't think it's just because it's older. I just think
the games are done.
vice versa. Either thing, like I think just if you, but then it ties back to that topic. Like, does age define maturity?
No.
Not necessarily.
You
no.
know, that's the thing. I think it just means like, yo, no matter the age, if you guys are on both on the same level, on the same maturity, on the same game plan, then
Same
fucking
path,
by all
yeah.
means, who the fuck's tripping?
I've met 18-year-olds that are like, I'm like, fuck. Like before I knew their age, I was just like really clicking with them. I'm like, how old are you? 18. I'm like, what the fuck? Like you're so like on it. Like I
Yeah.
fuck with your like brain, bro.
Bro, the other day, I saw my cousin's. Shout out to you, Nathan.
Shout out to you, Nathan.
He was the valedictorian of his high school.
Oh shit! Big shout out to you.
When you look at him, you think just 17, baby face, 18-year-old kid.
Bro.
That's all you see, like an average kid. The minute he starts talking, I swear to baby Jesus that he talks like he's a lawyer.
Love it.
And I'm just like, wait, hold on, backtrack. You said 7 words that I didn't understand, and I don't even know if that's part of the English language. Like his vocabulary is like off the chart, and it just overwhelms me. I'm just like, really?
I've met a little kid like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, like for real.
I promise you, bro, that little kid that I met, dog, it was the firmest fucking handshake I've ever had in my life, bro.
Oh my god.
Like a little, like, and I think I say that because it was a little kid. Like there's professional people I've met, older people I met that have firm handshakes. This little kid gave me a fucking firm ass handshake. I was like, oh damn, nice to meet you too, sir.
Like, I'm gonna interview you.
I was like, shit, dog. Like, where do I sit?
Bring him on the podcast.
Yeah, bro. He's fucking smart. He was a good ass little artist. He was building his PC. This fool only like 11, I think.
Oh my
11 or 12,
damn.
like, or younger, I think, bro. No cap.
I mean, I do believe that age does not define maturity because I've dated even people that were 7 years older than me with kids.
And they weren't on your mindset.
And I would tell them to relax and calm down.
Like, go home.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm like, nah, like, I don't even want to talk about it.
Don't even go there, dude. Don't go that route.
Don't go that route. It's just like customers at work.
But anyways, I mean, like, to me, what I refer to as maturity, I feel like communication is going to be a lot better.
Oh yeah, for
in
sure.
that aspect,
For sure.
you know?
And that's one thing that I've grown. Like, I would say the best communication started for me at this age now, where I'm 27 years old. It's really been, or this whole year, I should say, I learned a lot about communication. And it's because, I've been in relationships where I've had the mentality where things need to be fixed right now, regardless if it's the conversation's hot or if it's mild. I always told myself I had to fix it right now. And as I got older, I told myself that's not the way. Sometimes you just got to like step away from each other
Let
for
it
30
marinate.
minutes, talk, and then step away from each other for another 30 minutes, and then things are going to be fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just argue, and then once the argument's done,
You guys are over
it. You guys are over it, but then you guys are looking at each other like, fuck, like just want to throw something at each other.
I don't like arguments. I feel like hopefully when I date someone that's older, if I ever do, I feel like having like just a discussion, a debate, not having that fucking like dumbass energy with it's just like bickering and like ping pong, like I just want to have a regular mellow ass conversation.
It should be a discussion, not a debate, bro.
And
That's
I was
the
just
biggest one.
about to say that. I think the important thing is that if you find somebody and you guys try to fix issues, just like Jay, like how you said it, you hit the nail on the head. It should be a discussion, not a debate. Because sometimes you guys can be two people that don't have the same, mindset, but you can definitely agree to disagree. And I think that older people tend to have that. People tend to like agree to disagree. And
so, do you think that's what love's based upon? It's just like mindset, maturity, communication, all that, not age?
I feel like that will make a relationship prolong and last longer.
What about you, Jay?
I don't know. You said love. I don't know what fucking love is, but
No one
Somebody
does,
probably
bro.
said
There's too
facts
many
out there.
definitions. There's
Like,
probably
honestly,
too many.
a good relationship, definitely you have to have the communication, maturity levels have to match.
Sex has to be bomb.
That, bro, I was just gonna go back to that. I feel like
I know, Jafet.
dating someone older, sorry, I think they would know what they want and they won't be as like insecure about certain shit. So you guys can have more fun. They know what they want, so they ask you what they want.
Oh, so they're vocal about it.
Yeah, they're like straight up. They're like,
They already know what's up.
yeah, it's like
Simple as
then
that.
that's the one thing I've always hated is being in relationships where I had to play Blue's Clues. And I'm like, no, just tell me what you want. It's like that meme. What
Blue's
do you
Clues.
want? Like,
You fucking Dora the
Playing
Explorer
fucking
over here.
Operation.
Yeah.
what do you want?
Yeah. That's facts. That's crazy.
So ultimately, what do you guys think actually matters when it comes to like whether it's age difference or not? Like whether you guys are 30 years apart or 3 days apart. What do you think is ultimately the thing that matters?
I mean, I personally think age is just a number, to be honest with you.
Unless
I'll
they're
be
under
real.
18. Let's
No, fucking no. You
clarify
cannot date someone that's not legal. There's just no way.
Yeah.
We don't excuse
Honestly,
that
I'm
on
gonna
this
keep it a
podcast.
buck.
Yeah.
Like one of my boys says, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50. This will literally, like, I personally, in my own mind, do not think you should, as an older guy, you shouldn't date someone until they're 21. I just don't think 18's. I just think
Really?
18's still too young, bro. In my opinion.
I feel like the mindset changes a lot from like 18 to like 20s.
Bro,
The
how are you gonna date someone you can't even take on, like, to go get a drink? Yeah, like
I've been
how does
there.
that make sense, G?
I've been the kid.
It's like,
I told you when I was 18, I dated that one girl. She'd be like, "Hey, like, let's go out." Oh, I forgot. He can't go.
damn, see? No, but you get
No, I
you
get
get
it,
where I'm
Jim.
going at? Like,
just take your little Capri Sun and you're set.
just pack your little
My apple
lunchbox,
juice.
bro. Nah, I mean,
I don't want to shit on someone that's 18, 19, 20. They have to be like really mature and you have to understand that their mindset's going to change. So you can't hold that against them in the future if you guys end up dating.
Absolutely.
I mean,
But
I see your point.
as far as
Can't
dating
argue
goes,
with that, bro.
Honestly, I just think it's important to date someone that lets you be them like yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, facts.
Because otherwise, it's just gonna go to shit. Because
You just gotta get out of your comfort zone, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you guys want to know something? I want to share something with you guys. I feel really proud. I feel like I want to share this. I was always so shy. Like, I'm just not. Like, I don't
Shut
really
the
dance.
fuck
No. Like
up,
when. Shut up,
Jesse.
fool, let me finish.
All right, go
Let me
ahead.
finish, fool. Like I know how, like I can dance, but I like I'm shy. Shit like that. Like
Jump
I like
on the
singing,
table right
but
now.
I'm shy.
Yeah.
And I love mariachis. Like I love mariachis. And I always like I would want to do it so bad, but I would be so shy to do it. Sing. And I did that this weekend.
Hey,
Really?
I want to say
good
that, bro.
shit.
I have a video. I'll
How
show you
drunk
fools
were you?
later. I wasn't drunk.
Oh,
You see me taking a shot after too.
Oh, okay.
I have a video, bro.
I love
I
mariachi.
wanted
I
to
gotta
post
see
it because I
this.
was proud of it. I was like, nah, it's still a little out of
If
my
we get 100
comfort zone.
subscribers on YouTube, he'll post that video.
Well, I might.
We're
Give me a couple days.
9
Let me
away,
think about it.
So please do it.
Nah, but it's just stepping out of your comfort zone, like Jafet's saying. To be with someone you can be yourself with. That's
That's so
That's the
That's
most fun
fact,
part.
bro. That's fact. 100%
Yeah.
fact. Because I don't know how many times, I swear, you guys, even the people that listen to me on this, I promise you, I'm not like this at home. If you knew how immature I was at home, you would have been like, I would never take this full seriously. I swear to you.
But I feel like that's important, bro. You have to have
That's
your
the thing.
fun.
Have your funds and have your boundaries. Like, okay, I can be professional at this place. I can be immature as fuck over here. And, like, I'm here with the boys. So I could just be with the boys. Like,
I want to say something because it relates to what you're saying. I laugh because I feel like I always say, like, hey, I read this thing that says, because I caught myself saying that a lot, like, over this
Yeah, you
past
did.
weekend. But I know I say it a lot. I don't give a fuck. I just read a lot of cool
It reads,
shit, and
man.
I
Ain't no one gonna shit
it
on
sticks
you
to
for
me.
that.
But it said, the quote said, the goal is not to find someone you can grow old with. The goal is to find someone you can never stop being kids with.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that was, like, fucking real. Like,
I love
fuck.
that.
Because you're just like, I mean, yeah, there's time for chilling, but adventures are waiting. Like,
And that's the thing, too, because, like, sometimes...
experiences,
And the thing is that I love that quote specifically because a lot of people say, "Oh, you're 30, like act your age."
Yeah,
and I get it.
Fuck out of here.
And like I said, if you guys knew me personally, you would have been like, This
Like,
fool
who
acts
is
like
this fool?
so immature at home.
I want to
But then that's the
experience
thing,
that.
though. It's like you have to. If you're another thing that people need to understand is that fuck what everybody else says.
You're
'Cause
yourself,
regardless-
G.
Hold on, say it louder for the ones in the back and the
Hey, hold on.
dumbasses.
Hey,
Fuck
are the
what
mics
everybody
working?
says.
Fool? Hold on, I didn't hear you. What was that? Hold on. Say fuck what everybody
And
says.
that's
cuz.
important because look, it's like it doesn't matter if you guys are 3 years apart, 4 years apart, 20 years apart, within legal range.
Legal terms.
Just to clarify.
Yup,
As long
yup.
as you guys are both consenting and you guys are of age. But ultimately, it's just it doesn't matter. Like if you're happy with
Yeah.
that person, if you're willing to be immature, dumb, happy with them, and it flows and everything seems fine, and everybody's just hating, that's none of their business.
Fuck 'em.
It's your relationship, not theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like having that like childish as like humor and matching it with somebody else, I love that. I experienced that. I loved it, bro.
That's
It was
genuine happiness.
Like,
It
fuck
is.
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And
It's
like
'cause-
finding people that share your interests.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's lovely, bro.
that's true. And then they have interest in who you are and like your type of persona. That's a
And-
trip.
Yeah, because like I mean, you got to be able to. I mean, if you're gonna be dating somebody older, you have to understand that you got to be willing to learn things, like take interest in what they do. Like
Mhm.
if he's 40 and he loves playing golf, I guarantee you're probably one day gonna be at the golf range.
course
I
with
promise
them.
you,
Yeah.
you will be there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it's just stuff like that. Like I mean,
Just willing to be
willing
put on. Like, don't be so close minded.
yeah, don't be like. And honestly, dating somebody, it's pretty cool because you really there's so many places that you didn't know that you're gonna be like, dang, I never would
Like
have
we
known this
said,
if I
like
did.
trying new foods, like all
That's
that
a big
shit.
one, bro. I've just been doing that for like the past like few months.
Yeah.
I've tried pho, I tried Korean barbecue.
Oh, you never tried pho?
No, bro.
Bro, my girl wants to eat that every day.
Shout out to the homie Vanessa, bro. She put me onto that shit.
Vanessa, shit, what's wrong with you? That took him a long time ago.
My sister and her boyfriend like going to Pho. Have you guys ever heard of that place?
I go to the one on Faha right here on Harbor.
Shit, I don't even know what they're called yet. Give me time.
Yeah, but
Fuck.
shout out to honestly, there's this bomb ass noodle spot. Check it out, bro. It's called Hiro Nero or Hiro Nori or
I think I've
something like
heard of
that.
that one.
It's fucking
think so.
fire.
Sounds
That's
good.
one of my favorite places to go, bro. Try the pork buns with the house sauce. Fool, you orgasm in your mouth. Think about it like that.
All right.
But yeah, back to the topic. Yeah, getting
Yeah.
put on experiences, willing to learn and all that shit.
And
but
I think another thing that's important too that people need to understand is that like, I think when you're in a relationship with, a big age difference,
yeah,
is that just like every other relationship, don't really have expectations. Like, don't assume that that person is gonna take care of you. Don't assume that
Yeah.
person's gonna be hip, fun, or whatever.
that's for any relationship. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of somebody else.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. That
Commando.
ultimately, that's what really it boils down to. Is like, can you take care of yourself without anybody taking care of you?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna date somebody who's older because they can take care of me." You shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I
feel
mean,
like some people do
unless that's what you guys both agree to. Like, hey,
What about the sugar parents?
that's different. That's sugar daddy.
Is that
I'm talking about a full-on relationship. But I guess some
Yeah.
people
Whatever
do have
that could be. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. That's a whole different. That's out of my niche.
If that's their established thing, then I guess
I
it
do
works.
10 and below. Like post
Nah.
10 is like I haven't tried it.
If that's their
Not
agreement, if that's what they're into,
Yeah, that's what they're into.
like the gold digging wives, obviously.
Yeah.
It goes all that bullshit.
Ultimately, it's just what matters is that who cares what anybody says. Make sure you can take care of yourself financially, mentally, to
And
be
everything.
another person.
Yeah.
Be willing to learn.
Don't be a
obviously.
hobosexual. Have you seen that shit?
Nah.
Like someone that's just with you because you have a place to.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucking foul. Homosexual. That's
Yeah,
a good
bro.
one, honestly.
Like I said,
But
it's like
don't be like leeching off like your partner for shit.
don't
I
leech
feel
out your
like-
partners. Don't have
older or younger,
expectations.
that's just relationship standards. Like,
and that's the thing though.
man,
That's what I want people to understand is that sometimes, regardless of the age, it just boils down to what a normal relationship.
age don't matter is what the fuck you're trying to say.
As long
is
as
that
you're
your
like-
point?
Yeah, age doesn't matter as long as you're mentally right.
Okay, Jafet. Age
Yep.
matters, yes or no?
No. As long as everything else we just mentioned is like straight, chilling.
Nice.
But one thing I do wanted to just say out there. for
Nah,
the
I don't
viewers,
think it matters
Yeah,
either.
it
Fool.
does.
Thanks for asking.
is is that dating somebody older, just be prepared to be schooled, and like in a more respectful way.
Yeah.
But be at the point where like you don't
be
wanna,
sure that's what you want.
Be sure that because it's really difficult dating somebody at that age.
I think let's tie back. Make sure they're schooling you, but they're teaching you things, not making you feel stupid while they're teaching you. Because I think that's a big thing too with when people
That's
teach
a
you
fucking
things.
great one, Jafet.
I think
because I've done that before. I've been the asshole and fucking said, "Hey, you know what?" This
So
is
I
not the
think
right way to
everyone
do it.
has at one point in their life. You know, it's fucked up. I used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
What a fucking
even now, like,
dumb,
I'm not gonna
close-minded
lie.
motherfucker.
Sometimes I do get tempted even now.
Yeah.
In my relationship, I was like, you know what? She's not knowledgeable in this specific area, so I need to shut the fuck up and understand that she doesn't know.
I respect
I gotta
you for that.
be like, you know what? Fuck. Let me break this down to her where she understands in the long term this benefits us. Like I said, you know, when I talked about to my girlfriend about credit, it's like down the line we're gonna buy a home. They're gonna check my credit and your credit. We'll buy a car. They're gonna check your credit.
I'm proud of you for taking the right steps.
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie.
I know it's hard. I know exactly what you mean, which is why I'm saluting you, my guy.
Yeah.
Thanks, you Lefty.
Yeah, I
I'm giving you credit for teaching her about credit. Cornball.
but
nah. Honestly, y'all just need to be happy. Y'all just need to know what the fuck you're getting into. Y'all just need to know where your head's at first before you can get into someone else's head. Because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And y'all already know. We want to thank you guys again for joining us and listening to us bullshit. You know how we do, and you know we appreciate each and every single one of you.
Facts.
If nobody loves you guys, JG loves you guys.
I love you.
Edwin loves you guys. Jafet loves you guys. Just love each other, bro. Show each other love, and don't forget to show our page some love. It's I'm with the boys _.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Share with all your friends and family. Give it to your mama.
Comment,
give it to your Sancho.
Save it. Share it. Put it on your story.
Give it to the guy you're dating that's 10 years older than you. Like,
yeah.
I feel like this is gonna
this is gonna fucking. It's boats. A domino effect right now, bro. You know why? Because there's a lot of girls that are probably dating older guys right now listening to us, and then there's probably a lot of older guys dating a lot of younger women.
Yeah. And I feel like this is really
there's some milkshakes.
Like even for females, this is a good episode to listen because sometimes they just think that like older man is what is the way to go. All right, I mean,
I think girls realize it though.
It might be the way to go.
I'll give them credit.
Like they might be the way to go, but just be ready about the small details which we just discussed earlier.
Yeah.
All that stuff actually matters.
Apply it.
And think about it before you date somebody.
Apply it and then send it to him and ask him what he thinks. Mm-hmm. And then that should start a discussion, not a debate. Yup. Do like Edwin, FBI status, get to know him. Y'all know how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys again, and we will see y'all soon.
See you
Stay
next
up,
Monday.
take care, se limpian el culo.
Happy Monday. Peace.
Friends with my partners, I'm just like, oh, why you hanging out with me? Why you gonna do something shady? Like, or maybe they just want you, like mostly that. It was just like, and it all leads to insecurity and wanting to have that control.